full speech, and I must say, and I must admit, I was not one of these candid speakers who were very comfortable with engaging with strangers a while ago, but I think through practice, I have become much more comfortable in talking to strangers. So I actually realized some of the points that you raised throughout your panel discussion have identified some of those things. So thank you very much, Vivien. It was wonderful. You started off your speech more or less with asking questions. You engaged the audience from the beginning. That made them think a bit more about what you will be presenting to everybody. I think that was very clever. You also, from the beginning, made sure they understood the meaning of candid conversation. That was very important. If you do want to engage your panel, they needed to understand that first. I like the fact that you mentioned, does anybody understand? If they didn't understand, you were not going to move forward, because that didn't make sense. So I think that was a very important point that you raised. You made people comfortable, even though it's a difficult topic. The way you give examples from the beginning made the audience feel comfortable. Oh, this is not too bad. You can still talk to them. And especially the topic itself is something very uncomfortable. Most of the introvert and people who are not very used to, but bringing them into the conversation from our audience, I think that helped. The way you engage them definitely helps. So just your presence and the way you communicated with everybody made everybody very comfortable. I have a recommendation for you, Vivien, is that this was a panel discussion. I know you had some clear points throughout, but it would have been very valuable for the audience if you sort of identified what key points that you will be addressing before you start engaging the panel. So in that way, the audience will know what to pick up from the panel discussion. So they already have the key points in mind, and then they can easily pin it out, especially when it's a longer discussion. Sometimes people are not sure during the transition. Just a point for you to keep in mind. And Vivien, even later on, other than your 3 key panel members, you engage the broader audience, ask them their experience. I think that was very important. Finally, you ended your speech with a call to action for everybody. And that was the take-home message. Thank you very much, Vivien, for being with us today and sharing your wisdom with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Menuka, for wonderful feedback. Well done. Thank you so much. And now